can't make no money.
Right.
When I get through working, I ain't got $40.
Right.
I done spent all the gas to get over there.
Yep. We live.
Come on, man. Stop, man. Let's go, man. Let's rock, man. Let's rock. This is gonna be the show.
You headphones or what?
Yes, sir.
Put them on your head. Let's go, man. You in.
Gloves up, guns down, gloves up, guns down, gloves up, guns down. Podcast with Johnny Binder Jr. right now. Biggest gangster in the state of Texas, no questions. Trying to stop our brothers and sisters from living reckless. Going live, trying to improve the community. So connect with us, we bring unity. Freedom fighting, on the grind for the people. Power of God, helping us defeat evil.
Don't tell me about the power of God. Man, the power of God, man. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
On the air, trying to give our people guidance. Gloves up, guns down, we trying to stop the violence. Minister Jeremiah got the nation behind us. Every Saturday at 3 p.m., that's where you find us.
And then, you know, and we can't just depend on, like, okay, or try to down our people by them not, you know, oh, they don't have this, they don't have that. Well, why didn't you put them on game?
Attorney Brooks, Mix Foxy, and Dr. Candace bring the cameras. We got receipts and hammers.
Praise your holy mighty name, our Father who art in.
Amen. We the voice of the people, so please listen. Creating accountability for these politicians. Still support the victims while trying to fix the prisons. It's gloves up, it's guns down. Please support the mission. Coming live from Mo City, and we here to win. You trying to help get down with the movement then.
We need mental health. We need money. We need diamonds and gold. You owe us, America.
You know what's up. This one produced by Chuck. Just trying to use the platform to lift the people up. Reduce the death rate of people the same color as us. So put the guns down and pick the gloves up. Gloves up, guns down, gloves up, guns down, gloves up, guns down. Podcast with Johnny Binder Jr. right now.
Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Welcome to another edition of Gloves Up, Guns Down with the legendary Johnny Binder Jr., a.k.a. Minister David Jeremiah. And y'all know what it is. We live for Mo Serious Studios. This is episode 15. And so y'all know the rules right now. If this is just now coming through your timeline, I need you to do two things. Like and subscribe. And then log in, right? Pay attention. If we say something you like, man, say something, post a comment, call in. We say something you don't like, call in, tell us why. Hit us on the main line, 281-969-8190. That's 281-969-8190. Or hit us on the bat phone, 281-896-8215. That's 281-896-8215. That's Mo Serious ENT on all platforms. It's your boy Chuck. I'm live. Y'all know what it is. It's a Saturday afternoon. I'm feeling great. I got my daughter in town. I got OG across from me. He hit me up earlier today. He say, Chuck, it's going down. I'll be there in a minute. Give a quick shout out to moms. You know what I'm saying? We put the pause on today to get this done. But now we back. Got Binder in the building. How you feeling this afternoon, sir?
Oh no, man. You knocked my head off today, man. You know, my coach, she here to the left, you know, she been making major moves walking out there. She been walking out there killing the game. We're going to show a commercial showing the property, the $1 million property. We put in the Woodlands, so being so young, 26 years old, she making major moves. But we just got to remember, man, that Josiah was 8 years old and was a king. So we making major mistakes with our children. Our children have giftedness and prodigy. And we're not bringing it out of. It's not the child's fault, it's our fault. And that's why Jesus says, suffer the children, forbid them not, let them come unto me. And if you hurt one of these, you're supposed to put a milestone around your neck and be thrown in the deepest sea. So that's what's wrong with us, man. We're not doing nothing with our children. I'm taking this one, and we're going to the top of the mountain. She going to be a millionaire. Whoever don't like it, then all I can tell you is get the hell out the way. Going to run over you. Because that's what we're doing, man. We're going to show young people, show our young women. They ain't got to be hoes. They ain't got to have 50 babies. They can own their own company. They can be realtors. They can have money. And then when they get a husband, they can tell the husband, put this thing on the table. That's what we're going to do.
What we're going to do with it.
What's going to rock? I'm good already. What you got? Oh, you ain't got nothing. I get back with
If
you.
y'all know who he talking
Yeah.
about, we got Dari the
Yeah.
realtor in the building.
That's you.
One of the youngest in the game, man. She moving properties, and she really bought it. And so thank you for another week. This ain't her first time here. She gang.
Of course.
And so you know the rules, man. Gloves up, guns down.
Yeah.
Just get in where you fit in.
We locked in. That's what we do, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so dig this. Y'all heard Binder say, man, I got him today. Man, because I got a special guest in here, man, and y'all gonna catch him soon on
You
Mo
can't
City
do that, though.
podcast.
You can't say you got no special guest.
No,
I asked him to come over here. So you gotta say we got a special guest. We gonna fight over this one. But I like what he said.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm gonna bring y'all together. I'm the glue." So
Hey, he been doing that for a while. He been doing that for
I'm gonna put him on Facebook.
and the Binder right, man.
I got it first.
We was talking about my big homie, and then I was like, man, I know him. You know what I'm saying? And so, anyway, I picked up the phone and called him. He said, bro, I'm right around the corner, fam. Matter of fact, he was like, fam, I'm right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? Is how he said it. And so I was like, you good? He said, I'm good, man. My throat a little itchy. I say, man, I'm about to start Gloves Up, Guns Down with Johnny Binder, man. And he said he know you. And so he's like, yeah, you told me the Minister Jeremiah, I do know him. Johnny took the phone. He said, man, come up here. So he did invite him. He did invite him, you know what I'm saying?
Right. And I'm bamboozled. Right? Look, I'm thinking I'm coming to visit just to come by and see, give dap and see what y'all was gonna do, and I'm on the show. I'm like,
Hey, look, that's how it go.
You definitely on the show. God
Right,
said this
right.
thing. No, speak to the people, man. Tell them what you're doing. Tell them about your show. Hey, I want to play his commercial, show his website so we can show people what he's doing. Because we want to show people Gloves Up, Gun Down that you ain't got to do that. Here go companies you can work with the man to give you a job, train you, teach you. We got products, all kind of stuff. We ain't got to be out here shooting and killing each other, man. We're going to open up vocational school. We have enough knowledge and wisdom and understanding. God damn it. Tyler Perry went bought BET and VH1. Damn it, we need to step our game up and work together so we can own something and buy this damn building, not rent a room, own the building. I want for $7 million, we give them 7.5. Get the hell out of here. We need to own something, man.
I agree.
Come on, man.
I agree.
Damn,
So
man.
we got my big homie in the building.
Come on,
My
man. He
big
is,
bro,
man.
I'm talking about we've been
Hey,
knowing
yeah.
each other for over a decade.
yeah.
Check it.
Chi-Town stand-up,
Check
man.
it.
If y'all see this, bro. I'm talking about a legend out here in the city, man. It's somebody I ride or die for, so y'all know what that is, man. In the voice, dig this, in the voice of my sister AB, I'm gonna say Nolan Davis.
I just got off the phone with AB. I just got off the phone with it like just a minute ago. Hey, I want to say, hey, what's up to everybody? I gotta thank you. Hey, you know what? I do so many different things, and so I really have like a purpose statement more than what I do.
Okay.
I exist to serve by providing opportunities for people to reveal their greatness and to inspire others through my example. So everything I do is that right there, right?
That's it.
So
That's it.
we got
That's it.
I got a studio out in Texas City. If you in the Mo, you definitely want to come here. But if you out my way next to the water, you want to come out to Texas City. We got a multi studio out there. I got a video production company called Vids Inc. And right now I'm doing some things to where I can give people free tablets, right? That's internet ready. You don't have to pay for the tablets. You ain't got to pay for the internet. And
What?
I'm all about trying to get resources.
Yeah, and they online. They online
Right.
already when you get it.
Right. I activate them and everything. So I'm really trying to get so let me go back. I'm also known as I'm very philanthropic,
Come
right?
on.
So I'm always giving back to the community, always trying to do what I can do. Now, every time I give back to the community, I come out of my pocket. I ain't tripping, right? That's like how I paid my tithes, right?
Mm-hmm.
This time, I don't have to come out of my pocket, and I can employ others to do the same so we can spread goodness through all the low-income areas and bless them with a tablet. And this is part of the Affordable Connectivity Program. So right now, you see me, if you're looking at this video, I got on a t-shirt. I just came from LaMarcus, ex-NFL player, with a health day for the kids.
Come on.
We just gave out a bunch of tablets there. And man, we doing some stuff to where I can actually help people get free health packs if they have Medicaid, right? So what I'm trying to do,
A free health pack.
free, like with Neosporin,
Okay, I'm finna
COVID
ask what's in the
test,
pack. Okay.
toothpaste, stuff that comes every month, absolutely free. So what I'm trying to do is, so many times we trying to sell this and we trying to sell that. If I can create opportunities by giving free stuff to people who need it, right? That's a game changer.
Come on.
And if I can employ people at the same time, so I can pay you to feel that goodness of helping somebody else, right? That's what I'm on.
Come on.
these days.
Come on.
So that's kind of what I do in a nutshell. I'm just happy to be here. I didn't know I had two brothers calling me. They put me on speakerphone. I felt the heat and the energy that was like, I need to get up there right now. I was up here in 2 minutes.
Yes, you were.
I was
Facts.
lickety split.
Man.
Lickety split.
I hit the elevator, go down.
He was
Right.
coming up.
I was
No,
already-
he
I
was at the elevator.
I was on the elevator.
He was stepping off the elevator.
Yep.
I say, what the hell?
Right.
We just called him.
I told you. I was
Brother, before I could get up and take 15 steps to that elevator, we had not talked to him but 2 minutes ago. The man had to be behind the building at the ATM.
I promise.
Yeah.
I promise.
Say that.
I promise.
Look.
2 seconds away.
Something like that.
Right, so it is something like that. But when I tell you the cavalry's on the way,
Yeah,
I promise
but
you the
that's how we
cavalry's
move.
on his way.
That's how me and him move. Right. If I get the right call, it's like, all right, stop what you're doing.
Right.
because I'm about to ruin
Right.
the life that you used to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the call came from him. Same thing with you. He's
Yeah.
like, bro, I need you to come over here and do this. It was like,
Yeah.
all right, so all y'all, I know what we had planned, but the bat signal went up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I want to say this real quick about Chuck. So Chuck came to my birthday party. Or was it the launch party? You came to my launch party.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Chuck came to the launch party. When he tell you he ride or die for me, I smooth felt like he was security. If cats was getting too loud, that dude was looking up like, what? Like that dude had me covered. Like, I promise you. And so some of my squad that love me like that just own just my heart of giving and giving back, right? And for them to try to protect that, and I'm pretty much the oldest. I made 50 this year. I'm older than them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the way that they cover me, from him, JT, I got a couple of other, my DJ, big shout out to DJ Generation. I got my man Trey. When I tell you,
Cracking Trey was good.
right. When my whole entourage get together, we solid.
Oh, praise be to God.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
Well,
So
you
I
know,
appreciate that.
You know, I'm used to entourages.
Yes,
so I
sir. I
understand.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
That
So,
what
before-
kept me alive.
Right.
Before you get off of the tablets real quick, off of the tablets, because I want people who may be watching this live or who may catch this later, what's the best way for them to kind of get action right now?
Right now, they can text me.
Okay.
You can text me directly, and I'll make sure
Put it on the show.
that you
Yeah,
get a
yeah.
tablet. My number is 832-317-8359. Just text me and just text tablet,
Yeah.
right? And I'm gonna give you everything I got coming down the pipe. Man, I got a lot coming down the pipe.
A lot
so
going on.
yeah, so we finna kill it though.
Man, that y'all hearing the voice of my big bro, man, my big homie, man, Nolan Davis, man. Popped up on us, man, gloves up, guns down. Man, you want to get in the silence real quick?
Yeah, you know you gotta do that, man.
Get you into the
You
right.
know you gotta do that.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this while you're putting silent on. It's a reason why we do what we do. But Nolan is, I'm doing Black Wall Street. I'm president of, I don't usually tell people this, of 1906. And I'm going to give Nolan a major position. I ain't asking him, I'm telling him.
Come on.
Give him, I'm going to go as far as I can do that. I'm going to give him a major position in it because he's a damn genius. See, when you running something for God, you put people in place to run God's house.
Oh, facts.
See, I can't run everything. I got to put him in place, let him do what he do, and get out of his way.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no boss. God the boss. What we have to do is use our gift and use our gift together. So we talking about gloves up, gone down. We got to show the children that we being multi-millionaires and we taking the money investing in y'all. Bronze James took $72 million, opened his school, started off $50 million, come back with $22 million, and got buses and everything and sent them to college, and their mamas and daddies getting GEDs.
Yeah.
The man taking care of his business. I don't give a damn what nobody say.
He even giving the parents
Come on, man.
housing.
Come on,
You know what
man.
I'm saying? He giving the parents of some of them students housing the
Man.
fed, like LeBron. Yeah.
Man, LeBron say, man, that's what NBA players, football players, rappers, Lauryn Hill, all of us, if we not giving back like my brother doing, like I'm doing, that's mine right here.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying to y'all, we got to give back. This is why our children lost. Because it's not enough fathers. A bunch of deadbeat Negroes with a bunch of buffoonery.
Mm-hmm.
We got the puppeteer and the puppeteer is controlling the puppet. We got gifts in here, man. So we got to take our gifts and put them in place where we can be multi-millionaires. And by the way, we owe it, damn it, to our ancestors. They died for us, man.
Mm-hmm.
We can't punk out on them. We owe them. We owe Martin Luther King. We owe Malcolm X. Come on, Marcus Garvey, up your mighty nation. You can accomplish what you will. We owe Harriet Tubman,
Yep.
the Underground Railroad. She had to pull a gun to these niggas' head because they want to go back to massa. She had to say, I'm going to give you liberty, I'll give you death. You will not go back because, nigga, if you go back, you're going to tell where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what niggas doing today. Bunch of sorry punk. We got to take our wife, our women, and our children, man. Little girl, 21 years old, in the damn park, playing goddamn, trying to have a birthday party. 5 months pregnant. 2 niggas start shooting. 36 bullets, she dead. The baby dead.
And that was then.
Coward ass nigga.
They had since you on that topic, they had
Come on, man.
they had
The baby 5 months old dead. The baby never had a chance. The baby breathing with mama. And the baby stopped breathing. The baby say, what happened? Why I'm stop breathing?
because there's some fools out here.
Yeah.
Because there's some fools out here.
Say, man, we got to change the narrative. The governor set us up, man. Anytime you put guns all over the community and everybody can have a gun, you need fishing license, liquor license. Talk to me.
Yeah.
Beauty shop license. You
Marriage
need a license for
license.
everything.
Yeah.
Driver's license.
license.
Look at you.
Yeah.
But you mean to tell me you can get a gun?
Yeah.
You don't need no license, no permit or nothing. 18, 19, 20 years old, they emotional.
Mm-hmm.
They emotional little children. Huh?
Right.
But they can't get a cigarette till they're 21. They
Yeah,
can't get no alcohol till they're 21.
Right.
But you give them a damn gun to shoot 100 times,
Mm-hmm.
and the Rifle Association told the governor, hey, man, pass it.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Then Miami do the same thing.
Yeah.
And this fool is talking about slavery was good to us. Say, y'all, come on, man. So, brother, when I seen you up here on, and we're going to show it after silent, I seen you on your thing with your socks, your suit,
I showed the
all your
website.
stuff you're doing, and all the people working with you.
Yeah.
He didn't know it. I was crying inside. And I said, it's a connection. I said, I wonder where he at. He didn't slow down. I told him to give me your phone number.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do that. He said, I'm going to do better and give you his phone number. Do. And you answer, but you answer softly. So he said, what up? Because we're going to finish the show and come get you.
Right.
We the right call.
Right.
Yeah, we coming.
Right.
Yeah. Nation, everybody, Colombians, everybody. All you do is duck when we get there. Just duck.
Right.
Yeah, because we coming.
Right.
Y'all here? Yeah, duck. All you do is duck. Yeah, when you get through ducking, damn. And just come on out of there.
Right.
Yeah, that's how we roll. That's how we roll. Yeah, just duck. Yeah, so make a long story short, you answered. And I say, man, that's him. Man, get up here. I ain't know you was at the ATM. So man, I love y'all, man. Excuse me for getting, man, but look, man, our women, man, we killing our women, man. One nigga just killed his wife. The wife said, I don't want to be with you, man. This nigga shot his wife in the face, man. Another nigga wife said, I don't want to be with you. He split her neck.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard
I saw that. And then this same one who he tried to kill himself.
Yeah. And another dude, wife, was at the motel over on Cullen. Pretty girl. I got the daughter. I'm trying to get the daughter back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give her a job, everything. And if you hear me, please come back to me. I promise you I'm going to give you a job. And I'm going to look out for your thing. Ain't nobody going to mess with you. Let me get you a mental doctor. The little girl was there and seeing her mama got shot in the face.
Mm-hmm.
And then she broke and ran, and the daddy shot her 3 times. But it didn't hit her in the chest nowhere, in the back. It hit her in the arm, the leg, and somewhere else. And she fell, but she kept running.
Mm-hmm.
She tough. She ain't 21, 22. Her run game cold. She running, trying to get away from him. She made it to the hospital and lived. So I met her, brought her to my house. But she made a phone call for me to come get her or send an Uber for her the second day she was working for me, and I didn't. I was doing something and forgot. That's why I got a what to do list now, and I missed this girl. I got to get her back. If I got to go on radio, whatever, I got to find her. I want her to come back. I want to get her a psychiatrist because she needs a psychosocial assessment and a dynamic, because I don't know how I feel to see your mama get shot in the face. Because, you know, I lose it all because I ain't even talk about what I do, you know, because, yeah, Taliban like a joke. So we ain't talk about that. So what I'm saying to you is that we have to start taking care of our wife, our women, and our children, man. And while I'm on the show, Miss Jackie Patterson, the only woman helped me raise millions of dollars to buy land. Because I said it today, but she missed it. You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying it again. Miss Jackie Patterson, I'm sending you this tape. Okay? My wife. Okay? The only woman on the planet Earth besides India Cross. Okay? That helped me in Chicago, Miss Tilly Billion. To be what I am and to help me. I want men to hear this. When a woman help you be successful, say, man, tell it.
It's different.
Just tell it.
It's different.
Tell it. Tell it. And be grateful because she didn't have to do it. Because ain't no lot of women help no black man be successful.
That's it.
And when you can get a woman to invest in you and help you. So she wanted to hear it. I'm saying it loud now so she can hear it. Because I ain't shaming you. I tell Beyonce. So what that mean? I tell Oprah Winfrey. You know, so maybe I ain't been saying it correct. Now I think she heard it today.
Yeah.
Jackie Patterson. Yeah, that's the name she wear. So I just said it. So you've been good. I appreciate you when you got me out of jail. Put up $100,000 cash. Hand me the money. Gave me your Range Rover. I went down there and got out of jail. Did a no-walk bond. You've been my friend, man, more than anybody. So don't ever think, man, I ain't down for you. Don't think that.
Jackie, you hear that? It's all love on this side.
Yeah. So now you heard it. Now you feel you're solid. Let's go with it, man. Silence. Silence. Silence.
Poetic prophet. Your silence speaks volumes. It's loud and clear. Selective what I hear. Ask the Lord, incline my ear. This 2020 year to prove that we can persevere. I'm so sincere that change is near. It ain't no time for fear. The only time you got something to say is when people riot, or you bring up black on black. Other than that, you silent. Please stay quiet. Change is on the horizon. America was built on it. Why you surprised by the violence? We supposed to march, protest, and kneel. Did that for Castile. It still give me chills. And if I keep it real, should have been a closed deal. Officer still not guilty. Now tell me, can you feel? It's a time to speak, a time to shut up. Are you gonna stay hard or will you nut up? Praying for peace, getting ready for war, staying at ease. Got guns by the door. Rest in peace, George Floyd. You in heaven's army. You and Breonna Taylor and Ahmaud Arbery. I'm praying daily, trying to protect my sanity. Watched another black man die, another tragedy. Watched him give his last breath, praying for his family. Every time I see the picture, the cop is looking back at me. Each time we lost one, this really can't be happening. Mothers losing sons and these kids losing daddies. On live TV, we all witness the trauma. Getting numb to it now, that's another problem. We gotta deal with creating mental illness. That's why I pen this, to release these penned up feelings. Brothers getting killed in front of their children by the police, not even treating us like civilians. You can stay silent, protecting your privilege. You ain't gotta say nothing, I promise I hear you. But can you hear me without fear and prejudice? We just wanna live free and be citizens. Equal opportunities, health care and benefits. To not be charged guilty when we innocent. Better loans for black businesses. You listening? Tired of getting the minimum. We tired of being limited, especially when I know that God made us in his images. And I Don't believe Jesus want me to be militant. That ain't my lane, man. I'm way less threatening. I'd rather strategize and prepare for the reckoning. Invest in the youth, cause it's all about development. If you stay in silent, then you really being negligent. I know it's delicate and put you somewhat out your element. Worried about what your peers say when you expressing it. I came to encourage you, don't be hesitant. Use your privileges to make betterment relevant. All lives matter, but black lives is feeling desolate. Flint, Michigan, still drinking on that sediment. In the meantime, vote for another president, one that's not racist and belligerent. Change gon' come, I guarantee you this is definite. Remaining positive in a world full of pessimists. You can stay silent or you can give a testament, cause I'ma keep grinding until Jesus settle it. Silence.
Yeah, man, that's what time it is, man. You've seen something over there. I want to go over Cullen and a few more things so we can put our brother Nolan with us on this real serious, man. We
Yeah, it
gotta
was a
stop
few
this
of them.
killing, man. This
It
killing
was,
is crazy.
So dig this. 2 days apart, the same type of killings in Houston, right? Southeast Houston on July 19th, 2 dead, 3 injured. Remember that. 2 dead, 3 injured. Southeast Houston.
Come on.
July 19th. 2 days later, July 21st, 2 dead, 3 injured. North Houston. So in 2 days, that's 4 dead, 6 injured by shooting.
Keep going.
That we know about.
Right.
9400 Cullen, block of 9400 Cullen, 1 deceased in the shooting. Those are 3 I pulled up today.
Come on.
Those are 3 I pulled up today. And so, like, to anybody hearing this, like, we don't know the victims. Those the ones we heard about. Those the ones that the news actually reported. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, anybody hearing this, if you're affiliated with that, man, my condolences, right? I have no clue why it happened or what was going on or what was involved, but what I do know that senseless violence and the loss of life is always tragic, regardless of why it happened.
Before I say something, I want you to say something, Millennium, because it ain't your fault, we know. When you see us and you see all this buffoonery, you see all this killing and fighting, and I shoot at Chuck and hit 4 or 5 children. I was in Chicago, little girl, about 8, 9 years old, 2008. She had some pretty Borettes, man. She was pretty, man. Her and her little sister playing 8 and 11, man. 2 Negroes jumped out and started shooting, man. The baby was on the way to school that Monday. I think it was a Saturday, man. The baby just playing with her sister, man. They shooting, hit the little girl, kill her. 11-year-old looking at her 8-year-old laying there. She like, the baby will never be right.
Oh, no, that's lifelong trauma.
There's no psychiatrist in the world can deal with her but God. Chicago, they use Chicago, and then they put on Chi-Town. So Houston look at Chi-Town more than LA anybody, because LA already was in it. So Houston looking and looking and looking. Oh, Chi-Town, niggas killers, man. And this fool said, give them the guns. We came to murder capital last year in so-called Black History Month. Now, they gave us the guns to shoot each other. We ain't got enough Nolans. We ain't got enough Tyler Perry's. We ain't got enough Chuck. Enough,
Diary the realtor in the building.
We when I'm saying that, Derry, can't forget that. So what I'm saying, man, to our family, man, trying not to go off and knock all this stuff off this table. What I'm saying, man, is that, man, the Ku Klux Klan say y'all niggas doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
He said, if it's any of you niggas left, I kill the rest of you. I'm just trying to see how y'all feel that you doing what Master telling you to do, because you got the puppeteer and the puppet. Almost 75% of the people in America puppets, white and black.
Mm-hmm.
We just go along to get along. And then we say, I'm chilling.
Mm-hmm.
You what?
It is
I'm
what it
looking
is.
at next boxing, Grand Hotel.
It is what it is,
And
you know.
Here come the new guard. Watch this. I'm gonna give it to you. Here go the new guard.
Oh.
TikTok and rest of that junk. So here we go.
Attention. I'll give you a deeper one.
Come on.
Attention is the new God.
Come on.
Mhm.
Right? Because these right here is the fastest way to get attention.
Come on.
I can go live right now at any given moment, at any given time, and then project whatever I'm feeling to whoever want to hear it.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And there's so many people who lack attention. You know what I'm saying? Who lack the opportunity to express themselves. They was either sheltered or dealt with some kind of trauma or whatever situation, and so they're introvert. They're not expressing themselves. But
And
then
music.
but then you give them the internet.
hmm
Right, you give someone the dopamine of social satisfaction with a fucking like or share. You know what I'm saying? That's that when I should have just been being told I was beautiful
clout.
my whole life, but that like and that share almost equate to the same thing because I haven't got it. You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm going live showing everything.
Come on.
Mhm.
I'm dealing with everything because it's the easy way out.
Yeah.
And I could be fake on here. Like that's not really me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do myself up and go live and present just to feel good, and then I'm gonna go off and get back to whatever it is I'm dealing
Social
with.
media is everything right now. It's the biggest influence like you could possibly have.
Mhm.
Like some children are literally growing up off of social media.
Facts.
So what they see, and then a lot of posts on social media be negative.
Most of
You
them.
know, so it be about the violence. Like, of course you hear about the violence, but are you hearing about the positivity? You know, like what's going on with the positive stuff? Yeah, you hear all this negativity. Yeah, you hear all about all this violence and everything. But what's going on that's positive? What are you feeding into your mind that's positive?
Mhm.
Nothing. All you feeding is emotion, sometimes anger, and what other people did to each other that cause harm to each other. You get what I'm saying? People like they enjoy that. Like all these reality TV shows, they all about girls fighting, guys fighting. People, all they do is post clips of them fighting. Why are we fighting?
Arguing.
Yeah,
cussing each
arguing.
other out,
You get what I'm
disrespecting each
saying?
other.
Ripping each other's clothes, like pushing each other, doing stuff
Throwing
to harm
drinks.
each other. Yeah, like, you know, that's all social media. Well, I would say majority of these reality TV shows are. So, you
Mhm.
know, that's, even though fighting not as bad as putting, you know, we will rather put the gloves down. I mean, gloves up and the guns down. But like, shoot,
But
if
even
you
then, that's
continue to
fighting
hit all the
with a
time,
purpose.
yeah,
what I'm saying?
you
That's
know,
fighting with a
like,
purpose.
it's the same thing. Like, you just gotta like really reevaluate your mind. I feel like everyone needs a reality check, because even people on social media, I'm gonna say, for example, people with a whole lot of followers, they feel like that is real. At the end of the day, if your social media was to like disappear or you no longer have access to it, it's
Yeah.
gone. You know, so what are you doing in real life? So the influence, man, the influence on social media is everything. And the violence, I would say, is music as well. If you're consistently listening to gang music and you're around your boys all the time outside and always mad and you got a gun in your pocket, of course you're bound to kill somebody.
Mhm.
Listening to kill music, you're around other people that's ready to go and you got anger problems.
Mhm.
You know, so like I would say that music and social media like has been the biggest influence. I would say it used to be way worse, like at one point in time, and I feel like everybody's on this more pure spiritual journey, but it's still bad.
It's extremely bad. And I
You said appear. You are correct.
Mhm.
I just wanted to. I didn't mean to
No,
cut you
good,
off, Chuck.
fam. You good.
I just wanted people to understand
And
that
we want you to speak. Come on.
everything is about an appearance. These telephones that we have right now gives everybody a microphone that's not an accredited speaker.
Facts.
You don't know
Facts.
exactly what. And so now we live in a society to where let me do my homework is to look through a couple of TikToks. That's my research.
Mhm.
And now I just have my opinion, and my opinion weighs as much as a professional in the field that really knows it, because I have that influence that you talked about,
Mhm.
right? And so the younger people growing up, we're in a situation to where now they feel like everything that you Google, which This dude is the king of Google. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah, I know this.
Right. So he the SEO rapper. He does this for a living from a marketing standpoint. You can write a bogus article on anything. And he can get it on the top of Google.
Yeah, and right? Run with it.
Right. And so now everything that we have, and so as we go forward, the other thing that I feel like people don't think about, and just to piggyback on what you said, Derry, everybody's outside, everybody's listening to this music, everybody think about how it was back when we were growing up, because you young, right? So when we were growing up, you knew where you were in a cycle, right? And this is what I mean by that. If you was going to practice, you was trying to be a baller.
Okay.
If you was going to school, you was trying to get a job, right? Mm-hmm. If you had a mentor, you was trying to take over the business, right?
Okay.
Now we in a situation that we in a full cycle every day doing the same thing, looking at social media, on the block, doing the same thing, but you don't know where you going because that's the only thing you got.
Social media,
right? And so, and just being out on the block. You know, one thing that I've been going out lately, right? Just went through a hard time in my life. Some of the people I've been kicking it with, they've been going out, right? And I remember when I was younger, now this telling my age right here, like I said, I'm 50. But when I was younger and I was 21, 23, 25, I was dancing like I was a Big Daddy Kane background dancer, right? Hammer pan, I could do it, the whole thing. And I see a dude in the club that's like 38, and we looking at this dude like, you the old dude in the club, right? I was like, I never want to be the old dude in the club, right? Now, when I was growing up in Chicago, all the old people kicked it together. So they was at the Tavern of the Lounge, the Starlights, the D-Lights, all of that, right? And so they had their little sets, but it was so much business that real men was taking care of. I don't have time to be at the club. I've been going to the club lately just on some, hey, we got this brunch thing, we got this.
Because you got to fit the environment.
Yeah. Right. We got free tablets.
Right. Exactly. I'm doing those types of things, and I'm seeing dudes in their 50s, gray hair at the club like this they life.
Outside.
Right. And so I'm trying to figure out what happened.
We'll come back to that in a minute.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right. And I'm not knocking nobody. Yeah. But it literally moved my spirit to be like, why these people ain't doing something more impactful? And they still out here riding whips, trying to be on the buffoonery thing.
Come on.
Trying to floss, You still trying to keep your youth when we should be building wealth.
Come on.
You trying to keep your youth when we got kids out here that's shooting, that you could be taking a dude and say, hey, come, let me show you how to do this. Let me show you how to do that, right? We the only, I was, at one point in time, I was dealing with a Jewish dude. And people don't know this, but I'm a storm chaser. I'm a licensed adjuster, right? And so I chase storms, and I learned the craft from a Jewish dude. Now, first and foremost, he was the first dude to hit me with, well, Nolan, you're not like the rest of them. And I was like, you know all the rest of them? I was like, I know thousands of Negroes. How many do you know? I know you, right? And then you see BET. I told dude, I was like, that's fake news, but until Agent Orange got in the office, did nobody think it was fake news? But I digress, right? He told me, he said, you know why black people will never get ahead? I said, why? He said, I'm not going to tell you why, because it's going to seem like it's negative. I'm going to tell you what Jewish people do. You know what a bar mitzvah is, right? Then he was like, we give all the money to the kid that's 13. We bring him up in the business. We say, what do you like? We know that Epstein ain't gonna be over the dry cleaners forever. So if you like the dry cleaning business, we go ahead and migrate and we just hand everything over. And that's how we keep everything in our community. They was like, you know what? Your people will never do that. And that's what he said. And that hurts so bad, right? I'm young, I'm black, and I'm sitting here like, and one, you trying to make me feel better than the rest of them, so I ain't taking that bait. I ain't taking that bait, right? So I was like, I'm really one of the worst of them if you really get to know me and see me in the wrong light. You see what I'm saying? Like Pop go to Weasel at any time in this moment, right? In this mug, right? So I'm just saying, I feel like we got a lot of older people that have some wisdom, right? Yeah. Because wisdom comes from experience, and experience comes from mistakes. And so wisdom has more empathy to it, right? That's why your grandparents is nicer than your parents, right? Like because your grandparents they've been through it and they know it ain't all of this, right?
Exactly.
But so I say that to say so many people feel like they have say so, right? A say so, but it's fake knowledge. And they don't have the wisdom behind it. So when I talk to you real rough. Like even if your steps is you misstep, because everybody is gonna make mistakes. Everybody gonna learn from their mistakes, and that gives them experience, right? But now I can talk to you and say, "Hey, Chuck, you don't need to do it like that. I've done that, right?" So now I create the person that I needed when I was making mistakes. So when I see he's making those mistakes, Chuck, I'm your man, $100,000. Let's get it, right? But if I got false knowledge and I'm just trying to make myself be big and strong and make me look better than this dude, now I can talk down to you any old type of way, disrespect you. Now your emotions now we back and forth, and before you know it, that's why all the negativity that you was talking about. So that's how I look at how everything is popping.
Man, with all due respect, now you hit the ball out the park, both of y'all. That was a bounce back. That's why I put the film on you. You know, it's dangerous. I've never said this publicly, but he made me think about it. The more knowledge you get, man, of God in this world, it ain't good. See, people think
knowledge
it's good.
is power.
It's not good, man.
Because
it's power, but I'm going somewhere with you, man. I'm feeling it now. I've been feeling it about 4 or 5 weeks. I'm watching all these people die. And my son got shot 13 times. Not listening to me. Listen to the devil. And I'm asking God, what is this? Why did you give me gloves up, guns down? I'm ready to do my movie, Johnny Biden movie. And you made me do a whole U-turn. He said, you got ready to do the movie. I ain't told you to do no movie right now. I want you to get on that podcast and reinvent yourself. Then do the movie. I said, but he said, it ain't what you say. You say your son dead, you want me to kill somebody else? You did gloves up, guns down. My granddaughter called me and say, grandfather. She said, grandfather. I said, what, baby? She said, ain't you doing gloves up, guns down? I say, yeah, baby. What that mean? She said, grandfather, have you forgot? And I had tried to block it out of my head so much because it was so much pain. I tried to block it out of my head. And I'm talking apart in the front of you, no, I don't like talking. Because I had to get on my knees and ask God, man, you know, what is it, man? What? I know I'm doing the work. And God said, yeah, some other things I want you to do. So when So when she called me with this about you, because she seen the broadcast, and I pray she answered, because really I don't want to say what she said. And it shocked me for a little baby to tell me what I ought to do. And when she told me, we have to listen. That's why we have to listen to our youth. Because some of them, like he said, they're gifted.
I'm happy you decided to call today.
So,
thank you again for reaching out.
That's
You've reached Shanika Renee.
Yeah. So she said, grandfather, I said, yeah, you need to take your son and put him on that show. I'm still blocked out. I'm like, what are you talking about? Ain't your son a boxer? And it hit me. Bam! Got 2 heavyweight championships in Colombia. I'm gonna let you take his picture with the 2 belts over, and we're gonna put him up. And then we're gonna put, like I was telling you, we're gonna find somebody that done something stupid down here with the gun, and we made him push the gun down, stood up. And then my
Send me the picture.
yeah, we gonna do it. And then I'm gonna have me and Dr. Candace and whatever else. And then I'm gonna work with my brother through the real estate company, through what he doing with, and so we can put this stuff together as a Black Wall Street. So we can maximize, like Bel Air. They got 4 banks. They were about $8 billion. I talked to the owner. Took him 53 years to build it. I rode with him 2 days straight. Went to his bank, sat in his office. He gave me the whole thing, didn't charge me a dime. And I asked him, I said, why you showing me all this? He said, because you're a man of God. He said, you was bold enough to walk in and ask me. Because I just went in his office. A woman took me in there. Because I'm driving down Bel Air, all past the Beltway. 622 businesses, 4 banks. 96% of their money stay in their neighborhood. Number 4% go out. 96% of our money go out in 6 hours. Number 4 stay in. They're my little brother. We spend $1.3 trillion in 224, 25 countries. Black people, we number 8. And they own Spain, own territories and everything, and hospitals. Mexico own everything. We don't own a damn thing, man. A ragged ass car wash, a beauty shop, a shoe shop. We ain't got nothing, man. We don't have nothing. We take a 1.3 trillion, give it back. And every Tuesday, brother, the Jews come in on the first of the month and buy black folks property because we don't pay our taxes.
You know what's worse than that? Well, I ain't gonna say worse than that, but on top of that, not only do we give it back, but we create debt for ourselves in the process. Because that 1.3 trillion be overspent. Like half the people spending it ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Like they said JP Morgan Chase made, what was it, something $1 billion on NSF fees. Like, just consider that for a minute.
They're just fees?
Off NSF fees. $34 every time this check bounces, so you use your ATM and you got the money in there, right? Every time you do a transaction, they're going to let the transaction go through, but you ain't had that bread in there, a non-sufficient funds.
They're going to take more.
Fee that we're going to charge you $34 for that, right? They made over $1 billion off of NSF fees. So just consider that, right? We made $1 billion off broke, off people who ain't got it. Off people who ain't got it. And that's just one bank.
Bank
all
of America.
banks off of these banks.
Bank of America, going into what you just said.
Same thing.
No, it's worse. Bank of America made $3-4 billion and got caught.
Caught doing what?
Finagling. Wells Fargo got caught.
They started bringing up dummy accounts, and they was overcharging people more than one time to $34, and got caught. And I think they paying off like $80 to $100 million.
Yeah, that was Wells Fargo.
That was Wells Fargo.
Yeah, and it was Bank of America too.
Oh, was it? Okay.
I just seen them about 2 months ago.
Oh, okay.
And I got the whole script at the house. So it's Wells Fargo too.
Yeah,
right. Wells Fargo was
right
like a year ago, or a year and a half ago. Yeah.
So what I'm saying to poor America and Black America and anybody want to hear, but I'm talking about people because y'all done beat us up so much. And we the kings and queens. We the architect. We built the pyramids. We keep talking about slavery. Damn it, talk about when we was kings and queens. We keep on this slave stuff. No, nigga, we ain't no slaves. Y'all made us slaves. Y'all raped and robbed us, man. And we still have some of the sentiment because 310 years, no, we couldn't even read. And if a white girl would try to teach us to read, they would cut her tongue out. So we ain't been reading but 100 years, man.
You know what's crazy though?
Come on.
what's crazy is that even during the time that we wasn't supposed to be able to read or be educated, when those black people did get on a recording, they sounded elegant as
Come on.
us.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right now, you got so many ratchet people just on these phones, on this stuff. They can't speak, they can't read, they can't
Come on.
nothing.
Come on, man.
And when it was illegal for us to be
That's
able to,
cold.
right.
That's hard.
Now that's
I'm trying
cold.
to tell you. That's
Yeah.
so
That hurt.
last thing I'm gonna say on this part of it
Please.
is that when you talk about what they did to us, if you read Before the Mayflower or go to, I've been to Goree Island, right?
Mhm.
So I've seen the door no return. Dude, do you understand what they did? Now you can look at Willie Lynch papers, you can do all of that, right?
1712.
Right. But here's the thing: when you go to Goree Island, they show you where they held so they migrated all the slaves or potential slaves to the west, right?
Come
Right
on.
there in Senegal. They put them on the island, and it's called the Door No Return because it's like a drive-through.
Mhm.
The ship would come up, they would anchor, and it ain't no door. It's just the doorway. They would put the plank out, and they would take all the slaves and load them up. Here's the thing: they didn't want any African babies born. So all the women that was pregnant, it's one room that they hung them by their hands, cut them open,
What I
took
just
the
said.
baby out, stumped their head, and the sand is still browned in there. So out of all, like, because it's on the island, so
Yeah.
it's sand all through the whole place. And when you go in there, that sand, when I tell you everybody was crying in there. And I was 16 years old. Like, I'm a 16-year-old boy in there bawling, crying as bawling, crying as they telling the story.
Mhm.
And these are people that's over 100 years old.
Great.
So this was 34 years ago. They was over 100 years, and they was real legitimate gurus that took it down, generation to generation, right? So when they did that because they wanted to breed the Negro here.
Mhm.
That was already
Yeah, they-
done. You get what I'm saying? So it wasn't happen chance that this is what we have. And when I say breed, I mean breed. And that's why a lot of our men got problems to where they going from woman to woman, because it was set up that if you was the biggest stud,
Yeah,
you was gonna make the strongest slaves. So I need you to hit all of these huts and do what you need to do because I own you,
Mhm.
right?
Bring
And
it
so-
And I own what you breeding. Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah.
I just want to say to y'all what he just says 1,000% true. I'm gonna hit right back on it in 1 minute.
Mhm.
I got my daughter on here. And she better answer this telephone. Yeah. Mhm.
I want to add something as well.
Okay.
Give me 1 second. Come on, baby.
Hello?
Miss Renee, how you doing?
Hey, grandfather.
Yeah, I have you on here with Brother Nolan and Derry and my Chuck, my producer. We going through some stuff. Gloves up, guns down. We trying to save our people, man. Thank you. Trying to save our people. I was traveling the other day, about 3-4 weeks ago, and one of my granddaughters called me and said, "Grandfather, you got gloves up?" And I'm blocked. This is my son. I'm blocked,
Mhm.
and because I'm trying to block it out because it's so much pain. So I'm running from the pain.
Mhm.
And my granddaughter say, "You got gloves up, guns down, baby. I want you to talk to the public and to the radio station. I'm gonna let Chuck speak to you."
How you doing, baby girl? So Grandpa was telling us about a story you shared with him about gloves up, guns down. And so you live on the air right now.
Oh, well, wonderful. Good evening, good afternoon. How's everybody doing?
Doing
good.
great.
Doing
Doing
good.
great.
Doing good.
Wonderful. Well, yes, I was just speaking with my grandfather in reference to gloves up, guns down. And as a mother of two African-American young boys, ages 10 and 17, it is a very sensitive subject to me because I realize that we are in a day and time where violence is at an all-time high. We experienced a tragedy in our family with my uncle Tuffy, who was a professional boxer. He was actually due to be traveling to Colombia right before his unfortunate tragedy, murder. He was a professional boxer and he was brutally murdered last year. And when my grandfather presented Gloves Up, Guns Down, am I saying it right?
Yes,
Gloves Up,
you said it
Guns
right.
Down.
Mm-hmm.
It reminded me of my Uncle Tuffy, because I'm like, this is significant to him because he was a professional boxer and he was murdered by a gun and he was shot 13 times. And so I just felt like this podcast was very personal and it was very significant to our family. And it is not only significant to our family, but it's a movement for everyone in the world because there's so many people who have been killed by gun violence. And if we just learn to communicate and we learn to put our gloves up instead of picking up a gun, we can eliminate murders. We can eliminate murders. We need men just like my grandfather and just people like what you guys are doing a podcast and putting the word out and letting people know, hey, let's talk about it. People don't fight no more. People don't fight fair. Everybody want to just pull out a gun and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
But what about communicating? It's easy to just pick up a gun and shoot, but it's hard to communicate, and that's where we fail. People don't know how to deal with their trauma. They don't know how to deal with their childhood issues, and so they carry it on in life, just walking around with unresolved trauma. And so when something triggers them, they just quick to pick up a gun rather than picking up the gloves and fighting or calling somebody and having a conversation. So I wanted him to know that this was personal, not only to us as a family based on what happened to our uncle, but everybody in the world can equate to this situation. So, yeah.
Amen. Well, look here. I definitely appreciate what you said right there and what you bring. I appreciate the relationship that I've been able to forge with your grandfather. And so it's very interesting because, he wasn't aware. Like when we created the show, when the concept came about, he wasn't aware. We just happened to be at
myself from it.
We met at a boxing ring of all places. Like just of all places, we met at a gym. You know what I'm saying? And talking boxing. And we was both there for different reasons. And so just to hear that full circle that his son who lost his life, unfortunately, literally to the subject matter we talking about in the show, that's a divine moment for sure. So, let me ask you this: I got your attention. You said you got a 10-year-old and a 17-year-old boys.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a high schooler and a middle and an elementary kid.
Yes.
What challenge, right? Do you said something earlier? You said, because I have 2 boys and that's something that always concerns me. What's that concern, that the violence is accessible or that they'll be kind of steered in a certain direction?
Well, it's not a matter of them being steered in a certain direction because I believe guidance comes from home. I believe what you teach and instill in your children, it's going to come from home. But in the world that we live in, there's influence and people don't handle situations fairly. So it could be something as simple as, going to school and having your hair a certain way or, driving the wrong color car. It could be anything. It's not necessarily a matter of them being influenced by other people. It's just a matter of this world that we live in. You can honk your horn at a person and they get mad at you and shoot them. The influence of the world is just it's just crazy. Mm-hmm. So it could be any of us, really. And so I don't walk in fear. I don't want to walk in fear. But I stay prayed up, and as a mother, even as a woman, we just all have to be very careful And so I teach my children to be careful and be aware of their surroundings and just to avoid conflict. You know, you don't have to win every fight. You don't have to win every battle. It's okay to walk away. And so I teach them that. You don't always have to, you know, have the last word, because it's not worth it. Yep. It's really not worth it. And so, you know, because it might just be your last word.
For real. That's the challenge. Because and the last thing you touched on, and I'll let you go. Shout out to Dr. Candace. I think we might have her in the session. But yeah, don't walk in fear, right? It's that thing that that'll keep you strong, right? And so that's my prayer that you do that. I applaud what you're doing. And my prayer for those who out here dealing with gun violence or using a gun instead of their brain. You know, Binder said all the time, you need a psycho assessment. And that's to deal with the trauma, right? That's to deal with the trauma. Most violence is rooted in trauma. Somebody been burned by something. They've been hurt by somebody. They've been, you know, bit by somebody. And they ain't dealt with it. And so you triggered it, and now you got to deal with it. And so that's my prayer, that people find peace and that they seek, like literally intentionally seek the help, right? And understand that help is a good thing. Our community make mental health seem bad, you know what I'm saying? Like you get talked down, like you get called crazy,
you weak,
right, all of that. And the reality is, no, it's necessary. It's necessary.
You know, I agree with you. It is so many people suffering in silence, and we've been taught, you know, what goes on in this house, stay in this house.
Yep.
But I realize that the more you hold things in, you know, the more you hold things in, the more you suffer in silence and you explode. It's like a ticking time bomb. And I believe that counseling and therapy is so important. I mean, for years, we walk around in depression, we walk around with anxiety and mental issues. And so mental health is something that is really, really important. And I'm glad that we're talking about it. I'm glad that you guys are talking about it and just providing a solution for, you know, or an outlet, you know, for people, you know, take that frustration out in the ring, but you don't have to pick up a gun.
Facts.
If I may say something to you, my granddaughter, while my brother Nolan here and Derry and Chuck, for a long time, I've been proud of you. But today, to hear you speak, I see myself in you. When you was in California and you was gone from me, them 2-3 years, and I spoke to you while I was on my ranch, and I said to my granddaughter, I say, sweetheart, you will never be successful till we get knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that'll give you freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and joy. Happiness is not in there because happiness is temporary. Joy is forever. We want too much happiness, want a car, some clothes, a ring. That's nothing. But when you get joy
you can't
and
take
you
that
get
from
knowledge and you get wisdom, and you get understanding. He already said it before I can even get there. I got to get on the horse and ride it. You get understanding. That's why in Proverbs 3, God saying, your ways are not my ways. Your thoughts are not my thoughts. Don't lean on yours, lean on mine. Write it on your heart, bind it around your neck. So the pastors, I love y'all, but you're not doing your job. You're not meeting the people where they at. Set the book down and look at reality and see how we dying. Because in Ezekiel 34, God said you fed yourself. You clothe yourself, but you have not fed my flock. And God said, I'm going to come and remove you. So damn near over 50% of the pastors going to be removed because they not doing the job. How in the hell we got 400,000 churches? We ain't got no vocational schools. We ain't got no black banks, no black Wall Street. We don't have a damn thing. But on a Sunday morning disco and a style show in a political host center, and everybody playing games. And we take all that money and put it in the white man bank. But we ain't got no bank of our own. Huh? We need a private bank where our money go, where we can have Black Shark Tank and take our gifted children and we invested them the same way them white boys invest in the white children in a Shark Tank. We're a bunch of fools and cowards. and to my granddaughter, I thank you, man, for listening to me. And when I heard you today speak about my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren, and you doing the job the best you can do, I thank Brother Terrence for supporting you as well. You are a powerful woman, young lady, and we will take my son, your uncle, and we will take his championship and put up there, and us three, if you want to go, you can go. We're going to go over to Columbia, I'm paying for it, and retire his belts with gloves up.
Guns down.
We're going to do the show right there when we pick the belts up, okay? Then we're going to come back, we're going to go to his place right down the street, Lee City. We got to put this thing on national news. We need to call Tyler Perry and tell him to back us, man. Because ain't nothing on BET or VH1 but a bunch of wilding out and bunch of buffoonery. Throwing cakes and slapping and fighting, all the buffoonery. And I pray that Tyler take that thing and put his wisdom and knowledge in it that God gave him, man. We got to stop the buffoonery. These children sick of us, man. They look at us, they like, damn, this is what I come here for? My daughter's sick of it. They want to see a man of God, not a freak, not a liar, not a raper, not a robber. We got to stop it, man. We shooting and killing each other over sex. That's not love.
Over sex, man.
Lust.
Over blocks.
Lust.
Over colors.
Lust.
Over. We shooting each other over so much random stuff, man.
And only one house on the block, but it's your block.
Right.
You said in your rap song. You shooting over the block, and you don't own nothing on the block.
Yeah.
But you fighting over a block that you don't own.
You willing to kill over it.
Yeah.
You willing to not only take somebody else's life, but throw yours away.
So my beautiful queen, my beautiful daughter, in closing, if you have something else to say, we all listen. And if Brother Nyland want to say something to you, because I'm going to be working with him. He has a beautiful company, and I'm going to put my real estate company with him. He's a powerful young man. He has a lot going on, and I can't wait to work with him. And I know God got a lot of stuff in store for us. And one day when we die, years from now, we leave a legacy. It won't be a letdown. So please, let's see if she got things else to say before we go. I think Dr. Candace ready to come on.
Okay. Yo,
Renee? She go?
Yeah, she go.
Okay. See if Dr. Candace, call Dr. Candace. Let's get on here.
Hello.
Hey, what's
That's
going
what
on,
I'm
Dr.
talking
Candace?
about.
I thought you was good.
That's what I'm talking about. Where's she at? Where's she at?
No,
Y'all
she
know
ain't got
I'm not too far behind now.
Where the woman king there?
She ain't got her picture on right
Where
now.
the
What's
woman
going on,
king?
Dr.
Nah,
Candace?
I ain't putting no picture on because I just woke up from a good nap because I had to rest, honey. I had to have a day of rest.
Saturday. Yeah.
I understand. Well, look here. You know, we already an hour in, so we about to wrap up. But appreciate you being on. I wanted to give a shout out to you because, you know, I've been following you on the gram, and I see you got a lot going on right now. You care to share what's happening?
Dr. Candace? Can you hear me? Dr. Candace, you don't mute your
Box
phone?
on Instagram. I put it on your box. I put it in your inbox on Instagram.
Okay.
It was a like a fender bender, like a road rage situation. And so 2 black guys, both getting into it. One guy inside the BMW decides to pull out a pistol, and he pulled out the pistol, and then he gave the guy a warning shot. And I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. I say, time out. I said, first of all, this is nothing but a fender bender. This does not require deadly force. So why do you have a gun out? Because see, the way how I was raised, you put a gun out, you got to use it. Okay? He turned around and pulled that gun out, shot a warning shot. First of all, you're going to go to jail for that because that is part of disorderly conduct and it's irresponsible gun safety. You see what I'm saying? See, I'm not against guns. I'm against irresponsible gun safety. I'm against people that have mental illness that has a damn gun, okay? When you have a gun is to protect your home and to protect your family. So if you being robbed or anything like that, then you need to utilize deadly force. Other than that, because of fender bender, you don't pull no pistol out for that. That is ridiculous.
You're right.
Willie D had posted it, and then I posted it, and it's gone viral like right now because everybody saying the same thing. And then I had to, challenge a couple people on that. They was talking about, see, this is why. I say, first of all, baby, who you talking to? Two is that, let me say this for the slow people that ride the short bus. I said that you do not use lethal force unless you are in imminent danger. That's not imminent danger. That was just a disagreement.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I know I keep several pistols on me. Okay?
Mhm.
And when I pull that joker out, I'm going to unload and empty the clip. Okay? And then call the laws and tell them I did it.
That's how you're
You know?
supposed to.
Because I was in imminent danger. And then I'm a woman. You know what I mean? They got people out here ready to do bad stuff to women and stuff like that. Man, we gotta be vigilant. Because, baby, these people is not playing.
Straight up. And that was out here? That was local?
I don't think it was, but I know Killer Keon was on there. All of us was on there like talking about it. And everybody pretty much was on my end, pretty much with the agreement with what I was saying, because at the end of the day, I'm like, bro, why would you even pull this gun out over something that's minute? Okay? The man talking trash to you. I'm like, shoot, if you gonna get gangster, get out there and throw the haymakers in. What you gotta bring the pistol for?
That's the whole premise of the show.
That go to show.
That's
Gloves
the whole
up,
premise of the show, right?
gloves up, guns down. And
Yeah.
Dr. Candace, I was telling them today, and you can speak on it for you. I went over to Real Woman Talk. I had never been on that show. The show is significant, and I will let you meet the owner of that show. She's powerful. Been married 21 years. She's a powerful woman. And her husband is supporting her 100%, thank God.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. So my point is this, is that when I went on the show, she had about 6-7 other people with her.
Mm-hmm.
She had all of them to speak. And one brother knew my son that had got killed. And it was crazy. And then when we went in the studio, they started asking questions. And all the people asked each one the question. After I spoke, each one of them said, well, Dr. Jeremiah, we agree with what he said, da-da-da-da. Each one of them, Dr. Jeremiah, da-da-da-da, Dr. Jeremiah, da-da-da. So the lady, the sponsor said, that's why I brought him. Because I know we needed some wisdom up here, not what we think, but what we know. And he didn't do it, so I needed him on my show for this relationship thing. No disrespect to people who are trying to do relationships. I know y'all trying to be boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, but let me say what I said on the show just shortly, Dr. Cannon, and because most people don't understand this, and I don't want to hurt nobody's feeling, but I'm going to say it. Until we protect our women, over 84,000 women get kidnapped every year. If 4,000 dogs come up missing, they'll stop America. But you mean the mother of earth is being kidnapped and disrespected, and we don't do nothing about it? So what I'm saying about the Candace, to you, Nerve, Derek, to all females, my granddaughter just got off, and God gave me a duty, okay? And they said something, know this, and my church know it. That's just who I am. I'm saying to all black men, I'm not talking to black boys. I'm talking to a black man. A boy is a male, is a boy that just do childish things. A man is the walking manifestation of God. And that's why I love you, brother. And that's why I love you. Boys, I push you to the side. I'm looking for men where we can go to war for our wife, our women, and our children. So I stand up for Dr. Candace because God gave me that duty. And I'd be damned if I allow 3 men to come to me and attack me and try to make me go against her and cross her with the great work she's doing, trying to get foster care to look like us and get our children situated in the right place and get people placed. And then she go to war for people. And then here go 3 black men, one of them dead. That's what you get when you do the wrong thing. And this God allowed it. So what I'm saying to that is that how can you come to me, a warrior? I ain't no activist. So let's stop that. I'm a freedom fighter. I'm not acting. And I ain't just, I'm fighting. Yeah. I'm a freedom fighter. Yeah. I'm Harry Tubman. Yeah. Noble Drew Ali. Yeah. Marcus Garvey, up your mighty nation, come to what you. Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Yeah, Minister Farrakhan, Malcolm X. That's me. By all means necessary, leave Dr. Candace alone. Because if you bother, we coming after your ass. And that's the reason I done made that known to the world. And whoever don't like it, I don't give a damn.
You know why I don't like it, because Candace keep it solid. She keep it solid. So I was gonna ask you this before we get out of here, Dr. Matthews, how you coming along with the you was working on a program to kind of hold them accountable for who they voting for, right? And I bring this up.
That's still in place.
And she was laying down watching the news, and she was like, "Man, see these people trying to represent us, and you don't even know who they voting for or how they voted, right?" And I told her, I was like, "Yeah, Dr. Candace was working on something like that to hold
I've been had that in place.
the public to know who people voting for behind closed doors." And so, just with like elections coming up and things like that, have you made any progress on that?
Oh, the progress has already been made. I've already had that in place for over 4 years. That's been in place for over 4 years. So I've always had that. And but what we're getting ready for is for the endorsement screenings that's going to be at the end of the month. And yes, Dr. Jeremiah, I did put you on that committee as well. And so I want him to be able to witness how I get real raw in those type of meetings, because I pull campaign reports, I pull documents, I pull when they come in there and lie, and I'm gonna call you out. You know, we're gonna end up going to a lot of the community meetings, and I'm gonna bring all the stats to the community meetings and embarrass them. I've been doing that for years. That's why they be hating on me. You know, because I'm not finna sit up here and, you know, lie and then let you think you're gonna come in here and disenfranchise your own people. What I look like? You know? So yeah, that's been going on. So that's why I have all the hate that I have, because I created that accountability program that is for across the state. And then I have people in other states that want to utilize it now as well, because they see how effective it is. Because, you know, your average person, they don't know anything about a legislative scorecard. They don't know anything about a congressional scorecard. They don't know anything about evaluation tools for every level of government, where you can go in and evaluate them judges and everything. They don't know nothing about the Texas Bar Association ratings, the Houston Bar Association ratings. And it's funny, when them judges come in there and I start pulling them ratings, and them ratings don't be looking right, I'll tell them in a minute. So why should we send you back? Look at this rating here. You's a mess. They'll be ready for it.
So how can the general public, like people like me and people who probably watching, you know, our network or hearing our network, who like you said don't know about that, how can we, is that stuff like public available, or do it take someone like you to kind of put it on blast?
Well, actually, they need to get one. They can actually join the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, and I'll put them on game on how to do it all. Because like I said, I got it all. And so, and it's funny, because even like when you're dealing with those judges, like especially the ones like in Harris County, the ones that have majority of our people locked up on nonviolent charges, yeah, that's the SJC website. Then we got the other website that deals with the Harris County Jail. See, Dr. Jeremiah didn't know I had that. When he found out I had that, he's like, "Oh no, she need more protection. Oh no." Because, you know, the key to this stuff is awareness and information. You need to know. So how are you going to make a sound decision when you're voting for somebody if you don't know who the hell you're voting for?
Straight up.
You don't know what they're doing. And on top of that, you don't know where they're getting their money from. Because see, one thing about it with these politicians, you got to follow the money. And so, like, you know, you got some of these politicians getting Republican money, like in this mayor race. I haven't seen Sheila Jackson Lee get no Republican money, but I seen John Whitmire get some Republican money. So that's giving me a side eye, like, wait a minute, now you supposed to be a known Democrat, and you over here taking Dan Patrick them money. What's up with that?
Call favor.
Interesting.
See what I'm saying?
I do.
So you got to look at that. You got to follow the money.
Follow the money.
Dr. Candace, I want you to meet Brother Nolan. I'm gonna put up something on him. I want you to meet our new brother. I've been knowing him for a minute. He's been known longer than me, but he's real close to me, and he's gonna be a big part of what we're doing. He has a major company show how can we show his company so Candace can see it?
Yeah, so Candace, yeah, we got my bro in the studio right now. Nolan Davis. That's my big homie for like the past decade plus. We got all kind of plays in motion together. That's my ride or die. He literally top 5 in my phone. You know what I'm saying? Next to Binder, Wifey, JT,
My God,
Pastor Davis, and then this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my top 5. Real true spill.
We glad to be there. We glad to be in there. It's a good place.
And so this is really my big homie. But I was showing Binder
Can she see it when you show it?
Yeah, I'll show it to her. We'll show it to everybody who happen to be watching.
Watch this, Dr. Candace. It's beautiful. And we can use it to give jobs and help us do what we're doing.
Well, so this is the website that we designed from our bro. And this was really just built to showcase a lot of the plays kind of in motion.
Can you see it?
It's like he run a
Yes.
video company. Up Social is like
stop right there. Look at that. Look how he got all them people working, Dr. Candace. He making it happen, networking. He's showing them and waking them up.
That's amazing.
Let me stop talking. Sir, tell her what you're doing.
Man, really, what I try to do is be a vehicle for other people to have some type of success. I'm really trying to help people live their dreams. So how do you do that? One way you do that is through video. That's me doing some that's my video production. Then you need to meet the right people. So when you look at Up Social Network, we're the only only networking group that has broke a Guinness World Record. I'm in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most TV interviews. I interviewed 173 businesses. We got over 34,000 views and put all those people on blast.
In
so
24 hours, yep. And I got a t-shirt because I was one of the interviews.
Absolutely.
Just saying
that. Right. Go to the next joint. So we got Step Up Radio. So I got a multi-set studio now. That was my first studio.
Yeah, this one. We need to update it.
Right. So we got a full podcast studio for online university type of videos. Whatever you want to do, we could do it in house. And then what we got, Bio Boot Camp. And so Bio Boot Camp is my nonprofit to actually get health, wellness, fitness, and our people moving and do some of that type of stuff.
And eat the right food and be healthy.
Absolutely.
Because he got some of his products right here to make us more healthy instead of, the way we are.
Yep.
That's amazing. I love that. That's amazing. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So now, Dury, say something, Dr. Candace. She just took the 3.2 acres and I helped her go to the Woodlands, and she went with me and joined the millionaires down there, and she's the only black and they're female. And tell them what you're doing and how you got your sign out and you got $1 million property. Talk to Dr. Candace.
Hey, how you doing, Dr. Candace?
Hey, how you doing, my sister?
I'm doing good. Yeah, it's nice to have you on the show. I'm honestly excited. Everybody's been talking about it. I know I've been talking about it. Dr. Jeremiah I've been talking about it because everybody's need to know that we have this property that we're trying to sell. This will be my first property over $1 million that I am selling. I am 26. I will soon be 27. And honestly, I know I got to put myself in that different tax bracket. And if I'm trying to sell $1 million property, I got to be around the millionaires. I got to be around the people that know
that can actually afford this property.
Yeah, and the people that can actually afford it. I'm not gonna say 90% of the time, but they have knowledge. If you have a lot of money, millions of dollars, you have a lot of knowledge.
Come on,
you get what I'm saying? So that I need that person of knowledge to come buy this property and know what to do with it whenever they get it. You get what I'm saying? So right now it's really a big learning experience. I can't wait to meet you. I believe I met you before, but I can't wait to meet you again and formally introduce myself. But that's where I'm at with it. I'm hitting the ground running. Everything, I'm ready to be a part of the charity events. I'm ready to be a part of everything. I'm the young. I'm not gonna say the youngest or the oldest in my group, but I would say I'm the wisest. And you're not supposed to be the smartest one in the room.
Thanks.
Come on.
So being around y'all, got to be in a different room, and being around you guys have definitely it transformed my energy,
I snatched out of a room. I snatched out.
Man, snatched me. I was in a whole different realm. Now I'm here.
Wait, hold up, Dr. Candace.
What?
Yes,
what Dr. Candace said? Wait a minute, I apologize. If this don't, wait a minute, we got to give Dr. Candace a blessing when we make this money, right?
Oh yeah.
Dr. Candace, if this don't be for you, that you put me as president over the youth on Tuesday night, this where I met her at.
Yep.
And when I met her with Bobby them, I didn't even talk to her till 2 days later. 2 days later, Dr. Candace, I called her and asked Bobby, one of Bobby's people, I said, man, I ain't know her name. I said, what that girl that do real estate? I said, she had something on my heart. Where's she at? And I said, I don't know, but give me her number. And they gave me a number, and I called her. She didn't answer. Yeah. So Dr. Candace,
This man found me.
You helped make this happen.
Yeah.
So when she sell her first $1 million property, Dr. Candace and Dr. Jeremiah, we are part of that. So I think we have to write you a check.
Oh, I love new money.
That's what I'm talking about.
I
Yeah.
love new money, child. Yes, honey.
deserve it. You
But
deserve
see,
it.
that's the importance. Let me tell you, that's the importance of the Black Caucus, because you have all these different people that come from
You gonna
different
talk to me?
business backgrounds, that come from different lifestyles, and they all come from to a common goal, a common purpose. And that's how you meet people.
Yep.
Hell, I didn't even know that. But see, that's why we bringing all the young people. We bringing all the business owners. We bringing all the people who want to have a difference in their life. We don't got time for these people that's over here with the foolishness. Look, you want to get over here and you want to learn and let us put you on some game, come on here.
Yep.
Because I can take you to the water, but I can't make you drink it.
That's what Dr. Jeremiah is doing. He's doing exactly that. He's leading me. I'm drinking the water. He led me to the water and I'm drinking it.
I know that's right. Yeah.
I'm proud, but Dr. Candace, I just want to tell you, and because I'm bringing Nolan with me immediately, and by me being the president, in the front of the president, I'm just gonna do what's on my heart. You can hit me if you want it, but no, but I ain't gonna fight you back.
No, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah,
You already know that.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this here.
We not doing no windmilling now, because you know, wait a minute, I come out there with a whole bonnet on. What was popping?
Yeah, we could. This is my brother from another mother.
No, he gang.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, look here, I could be me and Turner Booker, baby. We'll come up there ready to swing.
Yeah. Now he with us. He gonna be swinging with us too. But let me say what I'm gonna say about he my brother from another mother. So
okay, because you already know we don't play about you now. We don't play now.
I know you love me because I love you more. I think I know. But that's why I made that major move for yesterday. We can't tell nobody what I did, but I can't never tell y'all what I did. All I want y'all to know, I went to the mountaintop yesterday for Dr. Candace. That's all you need to know. I went to the mountaintop and I talked to God. I'm not telling y'all how powerful I am. I'm telling you,
You had to talk with God.
I talked to God. And when I talked to, this is real.
I believe.
Dr. Candace, I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, he tells the truth. He really tells the truth, for real.
God took me. I went to the mountaintop. I sit there 15 minutes. I won't even tell this. And I went up there, but I was confused when I got up there. I said, God, man, they got locks everywhere. I'm going to get through this. I need a car to get through this door.
Now, mind you, I've been on his case about this the whole week.
And
I've been on his case the whole week.
Come on, what?
So
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go. She kept saying, what's wrong with you? She said, I know you love me. What? Wait a minute. God put us together. What you doing? I said, say, man, just. She said, no, I ain't understanding this. She just the first time me and her ever had a light riff. We never had a riff.
I was about to break the bottle, man. I was like, wait a minute, hold up. Wait, what's going on? I'm about sick of this shit. What is that? I'm gonna break the bottle. You hear me? You know that. Hey, I was gonna go straight Mr. Hayes on her. I was gonna say, talk about the bottle.
She is popping.
No, she real.
Yeah, she
look at me.
Yeah, she different, fam.
She down there.
Right.
Ain't no. It might be 5%, 4% of women like on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
Look at me. She's a woman king.
Okay.
Now she's Viola.
Right.
What Viola faked.
Yeah.
And I love you, Viola. Good move, good acting, good movie. You did a great thing. You inspired us. But I got one that ain't inspired. I got one living it.
Right.
Yeah, Dr. Candace.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Woman king.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was either gonna get hit with the purse or the bottle. It was gonna be one of them.
Something.
So I went I went, y'all. I got to tell y'all this because this is Gloves Up, Guns Down, and I want to show people that Johnny Binder is so powerful. I'm powerful enough to know my weakness. I went to God. I said, God, you know how I love Candace. You gave it to me, and you told me to protect her. I said, I got to go. What I'm going to do? I said, now, you know, I can swing, bang, I can shoot the gun, I can do all that, but that ain't time for that. I need prayer, and I need to go in diplomatic. And
Strategic.
you say, yeah, look at you. I say, strategically. So I said, that's why I like your thing up there. You know I'm joining your company. So yeah, wherever you're gonna go into, know. So what I'm saying to you, you can't let I'm going all right. Maybe give me a key. I'm going out there. So what I'm saying to you is that, by the way, I'm making you vice president. Yeah.
Oh my Lord. Can you get to the point, please?
I will. I had to tell him that. It slipped me a while ago. Dr. Candace, since you made me president over the youth, over 100,000 some children, I'm hiring somebody that I love and that can help me with these children. He's giving tablets away right now. Yep. He's giving thousands of tablets away, and not only giving them away, they free, and they don't have to pay no monthly fee.
And they online.
And they online. So we'll tell you about that later. But let me get back to Dr. Candace. So God is so great because I called out to him. And I was sitting there for about 15 minutes, y'all. And I don't usually get lost in my knowledge. I don't have it all. I have a little bit, but God got it all. So I'm not a know-it-all. I'm a learn-it-all. So I'm sitting there, I'm saying, God, man, how can I do this, man? And God said, you know what, boy? Since you stopped here and sit and pray and sit here, I'm going to go and walk you through. I seen a guy I know. I say, man, and he with the, no, I ain't going to say what he's with. He's like a president. And I ain't going to say that because y'all going to snap. So he's with the president. And I say, man, he say, oh, Dr. Jeremiah, what's going on? I said, man. I said, man, I need to do something. I need to go top of the mountain and talk to God. He said, come on, let's go. The man went and got a card, hit the door, took me to the top, put me on the elevator, took me to the top of the mountain, went to the people, unlocked the door, and say, I'm the president. This is Johnny Binder, Dr. Jeremiah. Y'all need to talk to him. And he's a mighty man of God. And everybody now bowed to the Spirit of God. And everything I went for, God gave it to me and Dr. Candace with a man that know God, and another pastor was there. And God took me to the top of the mountain and told me while I was there, humility is the secret of greatness. Not your ego, not your arrogance. But when you humble enough to pray to me and ask me which way to go with my daughter, that's my daughter. Come to me when you're confused. Don't you go to nobody else. And that's what I did. And when I did that, y'all, I went to the top of the mountain and God blessed me and said, take your shoes off. Where you stand, it's holy ground. And I seen the burning fire and it didn't burn up the bush. And I said to God when I came down, I said, God, thank you. I say, thank you for using me to do something this powerful. And I couldn't have done it without you. What I did was worth millions. And one day, all of us in here are going to benefit from the real estate, from the child stuff, from your company, our company. And we will be millionaires because we went to the top of the mountain and we talked to God. Thank you.
Man, that's how it go, man. Y'all gloves up, guns down. We're gonna get in the PSA and then we get out of here. We just about at the 90-minute mark. But I will say this before I play PSA. There's the obedience.
Yeah, thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
You
was in obedience. And so obedience only works when you obey.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And when you obey, it's a ripple effect. You said you was there. I'm sitting there listening to the story, and I know how God moved. Right? You said you were sitting there praying. That means old boy with the card was also acting in obedience.
He didn't even move. He just stood there and he was at the front office.
But I guarantee you he ain't know why he was there.
No, he didn't.
I better check on that. He ain't know why he was there.
No idea.
He just was following the spirit. I'm gonna go this way. I don't know why I'm standing here. He probably was swiping or doing whatever until something told him to go.
Mhm.
And when he went, you was there like, hey man, bro, and I know you. And so that's the ripple effect of obedience.
That's the
Had you not
1,000, almost 2,000 people on going toward the top of the mountain, but I couldn't get there because it was so crowded. And they said, well, you got to have a card to get up there because the angels up there, you can't go up there. It's security and the senators and all them people and the president at the top, so you can't go up there. And God said, but that's my child.
Yeah.
Take
Brought
him
him
up there.
Oh,
And took me up there. And the dude said, well, you can't go up there, but since you with the president, the man told me, a white man, millionaire, I said, you can't go up there. You ain't in this company, but since you with him, the president, so I ain't tell you that part, Candace. He said, since you with the president, I'm gonna let the president, he bigger than the president. He said, I'm gonna let the president take you up there. President, you ain't gonna be able to get up there. Here go the other card. You're gonna need 2. And took me up there and took them cards and stuck in there and pushed me to the top of the mountain. Not only put me up to the top of the mountain, came back 20 minutes later. Dr. Jeremiah, are you all right? Do you need anything? Brother, I started crying inside. I said, God, what you doing? He said, I'm showing you my power.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you work for me, boy. That's why he gave you back to me today, Nolan. It wasn't ready for me and you to work back then. It's ready now. We just heard you on the phone. Here you come. So Dr. Candace belongs to God, man. And people don't understand that. When a woman doing God's work, the woman king, God gonna send the right person to protect her with the 5,000 heaven-making angels. This is real, y'all. It shocked me yesterday. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was shocked. I've been shocked a lot of times, but this one, because I knew there was no way for me to get up there. I ain't had no nothing.
Yeah, no access.
No asset. Didn't call in. If I would have called in, I couldn't have got in. And God said, I want to make sure I take it. That's Candace. That's Candace. Is I'm telling the truth?
Yes, you are.
Did it work?
Yeah, it did. Because I'm telling you, it you know, all I can say is that it took a special person to pull that off. You know what I mean? Because y'all got to keep in mind, I'm a threat out here to these people, and they'll use your family, they'll use your ex-loved ones, they'll use all these different type of people to try to take you down. I've had it done several times before. But guess what? I always will come out on top because, thank you, because I do right by people in real time. You know what I mean? And one thing about it is this: God is not going to let nobody try to do any harm to you when you doing his work. And he's going to send people, he's going to put people in your path. He's going to put people in your life who has a certain type of influence that you don't. You know what I mean? To make things happen and also to put people in place that try to come and attack you. That's simple. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is.
That's what's up.
I appreciate you, Dr. Candace, and let me say this in front of Noah and Chuck and Derry. I'm kind of messed up over here right now. I'm gonna let you go and play that other song and do some things, cause I'm sitting up here thinking how strong God is, man. Say, man, I ain't, I lived a long time, man, but God's showing me something, man. God saying, man, if you work for me, I open doors for you that no man can. God gave me Chuck. God gave me Derry. And God gave me Nolan. And he damn sure gave me Candace. So I don't deserve none of y'all. But God opened that door, man. Because the energy you got and I got. God want us, man, to show up. And to show off for him and show our children that the gloves up. And you put the gloves on, you live another day. But if you pick up the gun,
you die that
same day. I want to add something to that. I'm going back to do the DBA. I got to go back. God put it on my heart. Here is Dr. Candace and gloves up, you live another day. Okay? I'm going to get that slogan. I'm going to make it LLC. Guns down. Gloves up. Guns down. Look at me, Chuck. Because me and you put this together. Gloves up. Say it.
Gloves up.
Guns down.
Guns down.
Please.
Please.
I'm going back.
I'm going
back.
I
I'm
can
gonna
dig
put
that.
please in there, man.
Please.
I'm going back and put
Please.
gloves up. Guns down.
Please.
Please, y'all stop shooting each other, man. Enough is enough, man. Stop, man. Our wife, our women, and children are crying, man. We shooting each other, man. We being played to shoot and kill each other now. Come on, man.
Gloves up, guns down. Please, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Before we close
Play
out.
the intro.
Can't so.
Yo, I'm going in like punishment. Put your faith in God, don't put it in the government. Hard for me to trust in it, cause they ain't got no love in it. That's why I worship Christ, because he never break the covenant. A black man trying to survive in the United States. It's kinda hard, cause the country got divided. Hate or Negro civil war, with this black on black crime rate. Need to value one another, change your whole mind state. Black lives must matter to us too. We can't expect them to do us better than us do. It starts at the house, real men need to step up. Worried about that miracle whip, really need to catch up. It's all good, stack your bread, pockets make a muscle. But prioritize, man, God, family hustle. When God first, everything else falls into place. Without God, everything else just a disgrace. So don't worry about your mistakes. Long as you got his grace, nobody can dictate where you go. Just improve and try to get straight. Keep having that big faith and watch God open up another door. I'm just saying, no time to stop playing, bro. Not sure what you waiting for. Need to start praying more. Look, it's time to build up each other. Turn these women into wives. Stop making baby mothers. Stop killing our brothers over colors, fighting over a block that we don't even own. The time's getting tougher, but we don't have to suffer, because Christ is on the throne. Pay attention to the truth and not the rhetoric. And I'm thinking my country might need an exorcist, or at least a therapist, because it's treacherous. Fighting for the country, you could be a homeless veteran. All blacks ain't thugs, all whites ain't prejudice, all preachers ain't reverends, all church folk ain't going to heaven in, and all Muslims ain't terrorists. Hold up, shots fired, catch a slug. You got your head in the clouds, I'm trying to wake you up. I wear a suit, everybody wanna show me love. Jordan 5s and a hoodie, then you calling me a thug. When the thug is the one with the gun and the badge. Innocent man killed, I caught on the body cam. Rest in peace to Philando. Please, don't shoot, I can't breathe, got my hands up. Sad truth is, they don't understand us. How you gon' protect somebody you scared of? Why shoot to kill when you got a taser? And why you still trying to enslave us? Steal our culture and then change us. Create the whole problem, turn around and blame us. Got us confused, just wanna be famous. To be a dope boy or an entertainer, or be a stripper, anything to get your change up. They got us focused on the wrong things, bruh. See, we all God's children cause he made us.
And I pray in Jesus' name cause he my savior.
You should get saved too before the day's up. Don't be a lame duck on that same stuff, getting changed up, getting caught up and forgetting where you came from. Do it now, not later. Change your behavior, putting Christ on blast, the first and the last, future in the past. He is the Alpha and Omega, King Jesus, the one and only Savior, the Creator, the one who gives you salvation. If we get it together, we be better than ever. Moving to another level, don't be bothered by the devil. Just remain careful, keep on walking the straight and narrow, and treat each other special. In the lesson is we all get the blessing. So please don't doubt it. Don't be quiet with your praise, don't shout it. Wake up call to my people, Jesus coming back. A public service announcement.
Hey man, look, that's why we play it every week. And man, look, so that's PSA by yours truly. Before that, y'all heard Silence, man. If anybody listening to this right now, you like what you heard, go stream that wherever you listen to music at. And I so appreciate it. Man, we're about to get up out of here. It's been episode 15, man, of Gloves Up, Guns Down. Shout out to the amazing Dr. Candace Matthews.
Candace.
Baby, we love you. Keep doing what you do. And you know, send the bat signal when we run it. Want to give a huge shout out, man, to my OG, my big bro came through here, man. It's always just to bless him with his presence alone. We got so much politicking we do, but for him to just step in, Johnny on lickety split, you know what I'm saying? He pulled up, man. That's Nolan Davis for y'all who don't know. Love you, bro. Appreciate you
love.
pulling
No
up.
doubt, no
Man,
doubt.
Derry the realtor, you know what it is, man. She got properties. And look, if you out here right now, you need to buy or sell, or you looking to invest in real estate, get up with her. She know what she's doing. She's sharp and she with it. And so tap in and we can get you lit. Last but not least, Mr. Jeremiah, man, we out. In the closing words,
we're gonna go out with Dr. Candace. You still there?
Yes, sir.
We're going out with our intro, you know, and we got another one we're gonna do, but I'm just want to say to you publicly and respectfully that God is on all of us, and in my life, in my legacy that's going on now with you all, I just want to tell y'all, man, that put your wings on, because God's finna have us to fly, and tomorrow we'll be in Preview, me and Dr. Candace.
PD?
Yeah,
Okay.
and we're gonna turn it out.
That's
So-
on Monday, not tomorrow.
I apologize. Help me out. Monday. I think it's Sunday, man. Because I'm ready to go to war.
You ready to go to war?
But anyhow, Monday we're going out there and knock it out, and we ain't playing. So some stuff going on, and we're gonna handle it, and we want the money in the right place, and that's why we're gonna take positions out there to make sure it's in place, and we're gonna move out there. We're not playing with nobody. Black children gonna be taken care of. Black students gonna have their money, and we're gonna make sure that God has given me and Dr. Candace that power to do what we need to do to make sure our children get a fair chance where they can be successful instead of regretful. So, up, gloves up,
Guns
down. Please, be pleased on it on Monday, because I'm gonna get that DBA, brother. Take
Gloves up, guns down, gloves up, guns down, gloves up, guns down. Podcast with Johnny Binder Jr. right now. Biggest gangster in the state of Texas, no questions. Trying to stop our brothers and sisters from living reckless. Going live, trying to improve the community. So connect with us, we bring unity. Freedom fighting, on the grind for the people. Power of God, helping us defeat evil.
Don't tell me about the power of God. Man, the power of God, man. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
On the air, trying to give our people guidance. Gloves up, guns down, we trying to stop the violence. Minister Jeremiah got the nation behind us. Every Saturday at 3 p.m., that's where you find us.
And then, and we can't just depend on, or try to down our people by them not, oh, they don't have this, they don't have that. Well, why didn't you put them on game?
Attorney Bruce, Mix Foxy, and Dr. Candace bring the cameras. We got
we
receipts
worship you
and hammers.
Praise your holy mighty name. Our Father, who art in
Amen. We the voice of the people, so please listen. Creating accountability for these politicians. Still support the victims while trying to fix the prisons. It's gloves up, it's guns down. Please support the mission. Coming live from Mo City, and we here to win. You trying to help, get down with the movement then.
We need mental health. We need money. We need diamonds and gold. You owe us, America.
You know what's up. This one produced by Chuck. Just trying to use the platform to lift the people up. Reduce the death rate of people the same color as us. So put the guns down and pick the gloves up. Gloves up, guns down, gloves up, guns down, gloves up, guns down. Podcast with Johnny Binder Jr. right now.